So hi guys, welcome back to my channel once again. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are really enjoying the market. If you are not, just try to join my Signal group. Let's talk about it. So now on this video, I really want to make it very short and sharp. I want to make a video on how to use the TTP, which is what you have here, TTP, trailing take profit. So some people might find it difficult to use, but I think it's a very good tool to use whenever you want to still hold your position for more upside. So how do you make use of this? So let me use this for example. Well, let me use ICX BTC, which did around 200%. So how would you stay in this trade and not get knocked out? Okay, let's assume the trend was still around here. We have a trend around here and it hasn't broken out. We have this level around here. So now I gave you a signal to buy around the 2344. This is the buy stop, and I gave you a stop loss from the buy stop. Let's say from the buy stop here down, I said I gave you like 7 to 8% around here. So, and I gave a target of 20%. So now what are you going to do to stay in this trade, not to take only 20%? The TTP, which is a trailing take profit, is very good for this. Now we'll go back to that, and let's assume you have go to the smart trade. If you don't know how to take a trade using the 3C, I advise you go back to my previous video to watch how to use the smart trade to place an order around here. The link is showing now at the top right corner, so just do where to go back and watch, then you can come back to complete this. So back to the signals. So I give you a buy stop around here, the stop loss is around this bottom, and a target of 20%. What are you going to do not to miss this whole 200%? Simple is simple. Now after you've placed your buy stop around here, which is your buy stop around here conditional, you place your order here, use the market order, pick the percentage, and you don't need to put the trailing buy, you don't need to click on. So the next one is to click on the take profit, which is the 20%, which is 2813, which is around 2813 here. So now what are you going to do so as not to get knocked out and to stay in the trade for as long as 200%? It's very easy. Now what I love to do is, if I've taken 20% as my take profit, I can say okay, I will put on the TTP, which is trailing take profit. I will use 10%. So even if I get knocked out 10%, I still have my 10% as my profit. So this is 20% as my take profit. I will use 10% as my trailing take profit, which is the deviation. That's minus 10. So what they are doing is minus 10 will be deducted from 20%, which is you'll be left with 10%. So let me explain that. You took a buy position around here and price has gotten to the 20%. It's not going to close that trade if you have activated your TTP. What will it do? Once it gets to 20%, they will tell you your TTP has been activated. Now has been activated means that when price is around here, if you look at it, it had a consolidation around here forming the ascending triangle to the upside. So now this is your 20%. They would activate your TTP, which is your 10%, moving down to this level. Let me just leave it around here. This is your level for minus 10%. You can see the minus 10%. Now you using minus 10% means you are giving room you are giving room for more consolidation for price to continue to move on. But if price comes down back to this 10%, it will close your trade and you will be left with 10% out of 20. Now if you look at it here, it did not go as low as 10%. It only went low as it only went as low as 7%. So if I have my trailing take profit as 10% here, what will I do? I will just automatically wait. It did not get to 10%. It got this continuous consolidation around here, came down back to 7% and continued to move higher. Let me explain that very well. Now this consolidation you are seeing here, it did not go down from this level, which is your take profit. It did not go down to 10%. It only came down back to 7%. So now you have your 20% still locked in. Now when price moves out from this level, continues to move higher, and it gets to this level again, take note, you are still in that trade. Let me remove this. You are still in that trade. So now let's assume you have gotten to this level. I'll put this price here. Now what is happening to your trailing take profits? This is what is happening. From here we got another consolidation. Now you still have your 10 minus 10% trailing take profit activated. Now let's take this down to 10%. Okay, you must have been knocked out from this trade. Now let me give you an example of my link. Okay, we have link around here. Look at link around here. So I made a target of 20%. I made a target of 20%, and my trailing take profit was -5. So what really happened here is that when it now is at 23%, if this goes down back to, if you remove 5 from 23, take note, I'm using -5 trailing take profit. If I remove 5 from 23, I'll be left with only 18. So if this goes down to 18%, it will close the trade, removing 5% trailing take profit. So as this continues to go up, if it gets to 50 and it drops down back to 45%, my trade will close out. If it gets to 100 and it drops back down to 95%, my trade will be closed. If it gets to 200 and it drops down back to 195%, my trade will close. Now it's still the same example I'm showing you guys here. So if I give you any position, let's say I give you 14%, you can use your trailing stop, your trailing take profit as 5 or -5 or -6%. Also remember to put the percentage of your stop loss and click on create. So that is just how you can use it. I don't know the actual number you can use your TTP. You can use any number, but if you see I'm giving you a target of 20%, make sure you increase it to around 7 to 8 trailing take profit. So even if it takes you out, you are left, if you have 7% -7% trailing take profit and it got to the 20%, if it knocks you out, you are left with 13%, so you still have your profit. So let me know what you guys think. If you really don't understand, try to take it back and watch it over and over again. I'm using it and so far so good. It has been okay. So guys, I hope you guys really understand this. If you have any question, you can drop it on the comment below. I will leave the link to my Signal group below as well. You can also chat me up on Telegram and on Twitter. So happy trading, guys.